wow. I'm surprised I didn't see it sooner, but then I really start scanning his body, and it is clear as day. He has atrophy to the right calf. You can see just the diameter of the leg itself is much smaller than the left side, so his structure is definitely one leg is longer than the other. In your case, I have this lateral rotation happening in my foot. So I have this instability in my lateral ankle, right? I'm putting pressure here on the outside of my knee. Now my hip is being affected. Now my low back is being affected. But now I don't want to put weight on this side because that's the affected side. So now what am I going to do? Hold on.
And
Shift.
that's what I do. In order to get some relief on this side, sometimes I'll stand like this. I'll literally just stand and go like this and just give my leg a few seconds to breathe, you know?
So now your body mechanic is load bearing, load bearing, load bearing.
Yeah.
So we got to look at it as, okay, I can't undo this, right? So how do I help this, and how do I strengthen that, right?
You want to see my feet?
Yeah, I would love to see it, yeah. I was like, am I allowed to ask you that? I want to see it.
Yeah, no, totally. So...
Oh, yeah.
This is... And it's like a puzzle piece, a jigsaw puzzle with my sneaker and these orthotics. These are my lifts. And the idea behind this, inside my shoe, is basically to help raise my leg so my hip is aligned straight and I can walk straight.
I mean, not for nothing. They've done a great job. The podiatrist has done a great job. I've gone through the initial scan of him, but I think what's really gonna help is opening him up. Keep it simple is the name of the game. Ryan's cerebral palsy has caused the left side of his body to be underdeveloped, and that created a compression on the right side. Because if you're kind of sitting like this, it's pressure. If you're sitting like this, it's pressure. And how does that chain reaction occur, right? So my goal was taking off all the pressure, opening up that area so the nerves can breathe. So I'm gonna start with his knees because I know that his job and the equipment that he carries creates a lot of pain. Then I'm gonna free up some space in his neck and decrease the pressure. Wow. There you go. How did that feel? That was gorgeous. Yeah. It's not a pop, it's a feeling of that tendon going. Right. I love that. Your feet are a little wonky. You can see how this is just kind of flopping out over here because of the way you stand. Oh, I love it. Let's not even talk about how cerebral palsy is affecting him, right? Let's talk about how his day-to-day activities affect him. See if we can minimize that pain scale from, I believe he said was a 7 out of 10 to, well, we'll see. Oh my goodness. Right here. Yeah, let that settle in. C4 right and left here. There you go, beautiful. That was just one vertebrae. Okay.
Laying on the table, all that pain had disappeared.
I took it even a step further, and let's get him relief to his ankles and his feet. This was a case I worked on with our physical therapist, Dr. West. When a patient comes in with a complicated case, we work together, especially with a chronic pain patient, that can just get them on the road to healing and feeling better about the things they do.
Let's look through your chart.
Yeah.
And see we're having some foot issues.
Yeah, so the pain that I'm experiencing right now is all in my left foot, my left calf, my ankle, my toes. I have plantar fasciitis down here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can find some areas of hypertonicity in the calf and the plantar fascia. What I want to do is just kind of break some of those adhesions, break down that muscle tone, and see if we can get you some relief, okay?
Yeah, that'd be great.
So let's have you scoot up. We're gonna get your face in the hole here, get you on your belly. All right, so breaking out my tool, okay? You've seen me use this before.
I have, actually, yeah.
This is what I like to break down scar tissue with. Okay, just say uncle when you want me to stop, okay?
All right.
Or daddy.
Nah, I'm not calling you daddy.
Right in there. How we doing? You okay?
It's painful.
Yeah, adhesions here.
You can always tell where an adhesion is because they feel like grit, like little tiny balls underneath the skin. And when we use the scraping tool, we're trying to get rid of these knots, right? So we can have that muscle work, elongate, and contract smoothly. But it is very painful. I love soft tissue scraping. It looks like some medieval thing. It's meant to scrape out muscular adhesions, bring blood flow into the area, and promote tissue healing. Does it feel intense? Yes.
Yeah, that's...
And Ryan was struggling, and it was painful.
You want to say the magic word yet?
Nah.
Once Dr. West does his magic on Ryan, I got one more trick up my sleeve. The concern that I have with Ryan is how he's utilizing his body on a day-to-day basis. How am I gonna get through the next however many days to cruise here with us with like holding a boom mic and a weighted vest? I think that's a lot of compression. We wanna open things up, right? Let's decompress that spine a little bit. Rehydrating the disc, creating space for these nerves to breathe, allowing the bone and the facet joints to move with fluidity. Do you notice points as I move my hand up that seem a little bit more tender than others, right?
Yes.
Right now, that is not comfortable for you.
But it feels
But
amazing.
it feels good.
It feels amazing.
It's like, that hurts, but keep doing it. The particular table that I use with him is called a flexion distraction table. It's meant to open up the facet joints of the low back. The low back's response will always be initially flexion extension, bending and moving backwards, right? So those are the primary things that we want to elicit when we're talking about getting pressure off the lower back. And I took it even a step further. I used my hands to decompress him and decompress that space and put joint play back into that hip. All right. How did that feel?
Amazing.
Guys, he's like sleeping. He's like, there was like drool coming out of his mouth. That's what it looked like.
As I'm laying here right now in this position after you worked me out like that, I don't feel any pain. Like for the first time, I feel like my leg is
Good today.
good.
All right. I want you to get up slowly, okay, and see how you feel now. If we can introduce chiropractic over the long run, then maybe we can have that structural correction to some degree that he wants and necessitates so deeply.
So my pain level, I would say, went from like I think a 7 or 8, I said earlier. Right now, I would say maybe I'm at like a 2 or a 3. Because of my issues, I know this isn't something she's gonna be able to fix overnight, but if I can live every day at a 2 or a 3 pain level, it would change my life.
Ryan is feeling like he got his oil change. His smile's back on, he's a happy camper. I've done my job. Get back to work, Ryan, we got a show to make.
All right, come on back. I guess Legend's gonna go first. You wanna lead the way? You not gonna wait for your mommy?
Oh my goodness. Good.
Oh gosh.
My name is Michael Jigstyle, and I am a dancer. I'm here today because I'm really hurt that I just can't do my job. So I haven't been back to the chiropractor in a while because I'm nervous to try someone new. But I've heard a lot about Dr. Colón, so I'm really excited to see what she's gonna do.
All right. Tell me what brings you in.
So I'm a performer, dancer.
What kind of style you dance with?
Mostly like freestyle, like Michael Jackson, moonwalking.
Like pop, lock, and drop it?
popping. Well, not the drop it part, but the pop locking, yes. Some people know me as Michael Jigsaw, like the puzzle, because I can isolate my body like a puzzle piece.
So maybe by the end.
Do.
I can't do it.
You got a little something there.
How long you been dancing?
I've been dancing for 20 years.
No, awesome.
As time goes by, I noticed that my body can't do certain things the way I normally would do it without feeling some type of soreness, especially under my feet, calf and the ankles, and in my legs.
Okay.
Do a lot of footwork.
This type of isolating dance moves requires a lot of the human body. I decide, let's do some dance moves and figure out if any of these particular dance moves maybe recreate the pain.
All right, give me a little move.
A lot of the times I have to contract my muscles.
Are there any of these particular movements that create more pain?
It's mostly when I do my lower back, and then sometimes when I do isolation, sometimes I can feel some pain in my neck. Whenever I move this way and wave like that, wave like that.
You can really see how much work it is to really isolate each joint, the shoulders, that scapular range of motion that he has. We're definitely gonna take a look at that once I get him on my table.
You comfortable with me touching your feet?
I'm a little ticklish, but I'm excited. I've always been nervous with chiropractors. I don't know why. Because I'm always afraid that something can always possibly go wrong, or if I go to the wrong chiropractor and I get hurt, then I just can't do my job.
I am not a martial artist. My job is not to perform jujitsu or rip your head off like in the movies.
I think what makes people nervous about chiropractic is people are lacking in the education of chiropractic. And when you're not educated about something, it can create more fear.
You're not the first. I can't tell you how many people actually think they're gonna come in here and I'm performing some kind of like,
So before we do a full body adjustment, we decide to look at the toes and the ankles.
you really are very stiff when I take you into plantar flexion here versus the dorsiflexion, but you still, wow, you're extremely flat-footed.
This is not good. Ooh, his foot was so flat that if I put a wooden board up to it, it would measure up to it. I can only imagine the type of pain he might be going through right now. You can kind of see how much inversion he's had. So now I have a foot issue, now I have a knee issue, now I have a hip issue, and it keeps escalating and escalating and escalating as it goes untaken care of.
Way more stiff here versus here. Can you feel the difference? Like I can almost...
Yeah, the right one goes up higher.
Michael also says he has pain in his neck and lower back. We're dealing with someone who has utilized their body quite a bit. There's a way to promote more health into the feet. I'm trying to bring blood flow to the area, you know, all the little foot bones, all of our little toes.
I believe in you, Doc.
Let's see what we can do here.
Ooh,
There we go.
wow.
Okay.
That was new. I've never had that before.
Ooh, you're making me sweat over here, boy. There we go.
Wow.
I want you to go face down, please. It's like one of my favorites, by the way, because it feels really good, actually. There we go. There we go.
Ooh,
There we go.
wow. I've never had anyone.
Never had anybody
put
adjust
this
your
much.
feet?
No.
You go to a chiropractor and you think, what? Neck and back, right? You don't think extremities for some reason. And yes, people, we do extremities.
Nervous, especially with the neck.
I'm a chiropractor and I get adjusted, and I still get a little apprehensive when someone adjusts my neck.
Knowing that Michael's nervous, I take him slowly through the process.
There we go. Okay, right here. I can feel the apprehension. I want you to just wiggle that left toe for me, please.
I like the misdirection.
Wiggle that right toe now. I did it before you did it. How are you doing?
I feel amazing right now.
Okay.
Now I have his permission to keep moving forward. He's a little bit unleveled in the lower back.
Yeah.
Let's do some yoga moves here.
So I want to look at his sacrum. I want to see how that lower back is maneuvering and compensating. We just have to add some more finesse and more love into his spine so he can keep doing what he wants to do.
Look up to the ceiling for me. There it is. There you go. Perfect. That's what we're talking about. Look up to the ceiling. There. Nicely done.
So I was really afraid, but then she really did a good job making me feel comfortable.
How you doing?
I feel good. My shoulders, my neck, pure movement. And my feet.
I was gonna say,
Oh
roll
my
your
gosh.
ankles for me.
My feet.
There we go. I'm definitely gonna look to get an orthotic and a more supportive shoe for you, okay? I want you to go ahead, show me what you got.
I immediately felt like I wanted to dance again because I felt really good, felt more flexible.
Effortless. How do you feel dancing right now?
Feel great.
Yeah?
Thank you so much.
Got that tune up?
Yeah.
Michael responded so great. I think his dance moves speak for themselves.
All right, so now it's your turn. I got one move I can show you right now.
Okay.
So I'm gonna hold your head here, and you're gonna move your shoulders to the right and to the left.
Gosh.
Ready? Right, left, right, left.
I have to use my elbows.
Right, left. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, keep it going. Now I'm in
Yeah?
it. I'm
All
in
right.
it to win it now.
So from this part, we're gonna put our hands up,
Here we go.
and we're gonna break down these joints here.
Oh, okay.
So from here, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3. So it's like a slight twist, and then shoulders up 4.
I can
close
tell
to
you
your
right
ear.
now that I'm gonna get a D- on this
No,
one, guys.
you got it. You got it. I promise. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect.
Is this when I do one of these like a... Oh, I used to do that when I was in high school.
I think the doctor has a lot of potential. She definitely has fun with it, and that's the key to dancing.
This I can do all day, baby. It's a Latina. Ooh, yes.
Coming to see Dr. Colón today, I felt a little nervous. Thank you so much.
Awesome job. Way to kill it,
Appreciate you.
literally.
Thank you. Now leaving, I feel great.
Woo.